Welcome, guys, to the Sega Treasure Podcast, episode 80. We are here with the guys. Unfortunately, Sora's not here today, even though he's in the thumbnail. You hate to see it. It is what it is, though, man. But yeah, no. We got Overlord Collaboration Rerun, and I'll be honest, bro, off the rip, a lot more exciting than we thought it would actually be based on some of the stuff in it. But yeah, Beats, question of the day. Let's hear what we gotta talk about.
Yeah, so it was gonna be how you feel about Grand Cross right now, because there's a lot of drama right now in the community,
Yes,
which
sir.
I've lightened up a little bit. Obviously, I got bad news yesterday. You boys know, I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah,
That was like a low point for me. I'm like, yikes.
yeah.
But yeah, no, you know what it is? I think like we bring up a lot, right? The OC problem, and not
Mhm.
even towards OCs, just collabs and Ragnarok, right? Just non-17 characters. I think
Yeah.
someone pointed on the Reddit there was up until today, basically. I think it was 11 70 sins and
Yeah,
11
man.
collab
That
characters.
statistic is crazy,
And then now it's
right?
13 collab character or 13 like
Yeah,
non-Stoic
yeah.
sins. And and after playing Idols, reading the Four Nights Apocalypse, watching it as well, like I just want 70 sins, man. Like
I agree. I'm with you, bro.
it's not something to ask for. And the problem is as well is that the OCs are not only taken away from characters, but they're taking away hype in a way,
Hmm.
if that makes sense. Because like Jenna, for example, people complain a lot about her because it's Jenna, no one cares, right? She's not hype.
Mhm.
But if we lived in a world where we were getting 70 characters, people wouldn't complain as much about getting a Jenna because we're getting more services characters. The
Yeah.
fact that we're not getting that many, and when we do get one, and he wasted it arguably on Jenna, that ruins her like spotlight a little bit, right? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Plus, it's well, and then I think another thing too is that the wasting a lot of the cool characters, the big crazy kits on non-17 characters. We'll talk about now, but Demiurge got a crazy kit that could have been any demon in the game. Any demon
Yeah.
in the game, but they
Yeah.
give it towards a collab character.
That's
And when we
true,
do
true.
get characters that are like from 70 sins, they don't do it. I don't say they don't always do it because Gelder was obviously crazy, right? But like Percival, they didn't go too crazy and they kind of made him a backline character. Kinda. He comes in later on.
Yeah.
And then Jenna, for example, like right now, not the craziest character. People aren't excited for her because she's not good. Someone made a good point. I don't know if it was an Amazing's channel after I read your comments or on the Reddit,
Yeah.
but someone said people don't want 17 characters, they want good 17 characters, and that's kind of true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
And then I was watching like Nagata's video, right? And this really annoyed me as well, especially with how they handled Four Nights. Like looking back now, like people were saying Four Nights isn't hype. Like Nagata said that, right? Which he is. He's right a little bit because they released
100%.
it. And like if you look at like what they did with Demiurge, they kind of gassed him up a little bit. They had like the D3 countdown. You saw him like lurking in the fire of like the D1. It was cool. Like they hyped up a little bit. They had the whole live stream where like they should have done that for Four Nights. I hope they do. Like I'll kind of give them the benefit of doubt because it's still the prologue. They can hopefully still do that on part one, but I'm kind of giving up hope in that a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny as well. Someone commented the Reddit saying no one was hyped for Percival and Tristan. That probably annoyed me the most
Damn.
because they grouped Tristan and Percival. I was like, they're both from Four Nights and not both from Four Nights. But yeah, that's kind of why I'm now. Yeah, but I mean, you know what? We're getting all of it out of the way now. So hopefully towards the end of the year, or literally hopefully in 2 weeks' time now, we should just get hopefully an abundance of 17 characters and hopefully Four Nights too.
I'm with you on that, bro.
So a little bit random, boys, but yeah.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Like, we haven't heard your take on it anyway, so that's fair. Davo, your take on it then, bro? Because I mean, I feel like I've addressed this on my channel like way too many times already. So your take, bro.
Just how I feel about like the release of like what they're coming out with like, in terms of races.
Just how you feeling about Grand
Yeah,
Cross
just
right
how
now?
you feeling about the game in general. Yeah.
This is a very. I've asked myself this question like very frequently, like with all this like drama going on.
Yes,
I don't know. I don't love it or hate it. I don't know. Like it's.
You're
I see
indifferent
like
about
all
it?
the. Yeah, I'm very indifferent. I see all the hate in the community. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like at the end of the day, I'm just like it's a gotcha, you know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like a dick ever thinking that, but like I don't know. Just like getting like super upset, like oh my god, 8 unknowns in a row. I don't really.
So you
care.
don't really like really care about it in general. You just like
Yeah, I just don't care. Like I'm just like
okay.
here. I mean, yeah, I'm pissed. Like they could mix it up, sure, but it's like I guess it's like my thing is like why complain when they ain't gonna listen to us anyway.
Damn,
That's
that's
how
a
I'm
sad
thinking.
reality,
That's
bro.
yeah, it's a sad. That's a sad like world I live in. I'm like, what's
Yeah.
the point in like complaining if like they not gonna fix nothing? But
That's a good point.
hey, man.
Yeah, that's why I haven't really even bothered made the video on it. Like
See?
I was gonna make a little meme, like a yearly Grand Cross like
Me
checklist of what
too.
to do. Like I can actually send it to you later. It's like yearly videos is, and it's funny because amazing you're gonna make the video, and I think you still might do it where you do Grand Cross is dying or like they need to fix the game,
Yeah.
and then they respond to dev notes and you put their listeners.
Yeah.
The cycle, bro. I literally wrote it down. I'll send you
Nah,
that later.
bro. Wait. That's so funny because I legit told Davo, I was like, bro, they dropped the dev notes. I'm about to make that video. That's so funny, bro.
I don't know if you want to put it on screen or something, but look at graphic.
Let me see. Let me put it on the screen then. This is the videos to make in 2024.
I made this like 5 days ago for like a meme I was gonna do for the intro.
Let's see.
And you can see, look, Grand Cross is dying again and again. The devs are listening. How to improve Grand Cross? No, nothing will happen.
Nah, that is actually so funny because I was actually doing that video. I was actually planning to do that video, which is so funny.
It's a cycle each year, and it's a normal thing, but
I don't know. I'm like, okay, so now that we I kind of agreed, like this is like a thing that just happens. Like, do we think this year was as bad as like last year? I guess like
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's why, bro.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's
people actually think that,
topic,
by the way.
I guess, right?
Because I don't think they realized how bad last year was. There weren't a crazy unit to like Mayo. Like Barn was, I think, who would kick him as Mayo or Barn?
Mile came out first. He was global at me.
Okay,
so he was like Arthur slot, and then Bomb was like.
Bro, last year was bad. Like, because we're getting like at least we're getting a Jenna, right? Like, because we were getting what Spring Elizabeth, who then got replaced like a month later by LR Elizabeth. Not replaced, but like, why bother making a Spring Elizabeth when you're making an LR Elizabeth? And then we also got Ludo, which was useless when we wanted a goddess anyone but Margaret or Ludo, and then he may end up with LR and Ludo as well later on. Like their choices were just terrible. Where this year, like bro, I said it, bro. You can even see the thing on screen.
Yeah.
Like I told you, lot. I was excited to make my Grand Cross rerun. I started doing a little bit of it because the first like few months of this year was insane. We got fun, Tower of God, which was outside of our collab spots. We got Arthur, Gelder. I think most of his review was like the best part 2.
Yeah.
Going into his Escanor, then we got Percival, and then just that streak of OCs, which were all good. It's just, I mean, I just, not 70 cents.
I agree, bro. Yeah.
Like I was thinking, I think we said it before, but like, bro,
one of Nag's videos.
Yeah, it's funny. If 4 was Gilfunder?
Yup.
Oh my god.
You know what's so crazy? I had this freaking argument with Javon Bryan in the chat, bro. Literally about this. I was really saying, like, bro, like, if it's Guild Thunder, it's hype. And people, like, remember Season 1 Guild Thunder. Like, he was actually, like, a hype character.
If they based it off, you know, when he throws the spear melee and he grabs it.
Yes, bro.
He's got the scar. Like, his artwork could just be him sitting there in a chair with, like, the face of a scar.
Oh
and
my gosh, that'd be sick.
I mean, that'd be sick. We
gas
more like that.
That'd be sick.
And once again, you got to realize, right? People would say, oh, Gilfund isn't hype. But if Gilfund is broken, he's hype. Because, bro, I got so many comments about Gelder being lucky to be a step up. And look at her now. She's a part 2 to an Annie and was arguably festival worthy and really, really good.
Yeah.
And everyone wants her because she's good in the game. Like, no one cares if the unit is bad. They only care if the unit is good. It doesn't matter who it is a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a good point, actually.
If Jenna was broken, they'd care.
They would be like, oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a really good step up because it's cheap and she's good. Like,
we've all been there, right? In gacha games and even just generally playing, right? Like, you tend to like characters a lot more in towards to story if they're good in game, right?
Yeah.
And it goes the opposite too because, like, low key started to hate Escanor a bit because of the light Escanor because he's so annoying, right?
So annoying. Yeah. That's a good point.
But like, I know, like idols right now, like Monspeed's really good. So I've actually liked I never really liked Monspeed as a character, never used him in Grand Cross, but I really like him now because he's like one of the best supporters or debuffers in the game.
Yeah.
And that applies towards any other gacha as well, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's really good point. That's the thing too, like when they say Guild Thunder is not hype, bro, they don't know how like cool Guild Thunder was in Season 1, you know what I mean? Like that was like a different, like I feel like Season 1 had so many like cool characters, like actually festival worthy too. Like Demon Hendrickson at the end of the Season 1 easy could have been a festival. Guild Thunder could have been a festival. Berserk Melly, why not, bro? Go back, could have been a festival.
Right.
I mean, who else? Like, I mean,
Man, y'all tripping. Gila could have been a festival, bro. She was a
Bro,
problem.
bro,
She was
this
a
is
huh?
go on. I was saying.
go for
No, I'm
it.
just saying she was a problem. I was just repeating
Yeah,
myself.
because like if I was in charge, what I would have done was release Gale as a festival, release the vampires alongside her as like little side
Mm.
banners,
True, true,
do a
true.
massive story mode that we were supposed to get apparently. Well, they revealed Eskin for the first time in the story mode and like Escanor fights. It was so hyped. They definitely could have done that if they actually like revolved around her being the big vampire, basically.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that would have been it, man. I don't know. I feel like at least in terms of like content too, like that's also kind of part of it too. Like, you know, other than like, you know, the unit releases, content I feel like is part of it too. Like we get a lot of rerun content. We don't really get too many new stuff. That's why I was kind of excited about, you know, Final Boss Hell, but it could have been Final Boss like a 7 Dolly Sins unit, you know what I mean? It could have been something like that, you know. It's just it's cool they did it, but you know, again, like Netmarble really loves their OCs, man. They're really like hanging on to them. And like I guess another point too Nagato brought up is like Genshin Impact really did cause the fall
Bro.
of Grand Cross, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
In a sense. Because of how successful Genshin was, Netmarble looked at that and was like, bro, we could do that. So let's make Origins, and then we don't really like focus too much on Grand Cross because we're like, you know, working on that, or they were just like, oh, I mean, you know, Grand Cross is doing its thing, but you know, it's not gonna like be as successful as Genshin Never, and then they don't really like care enough to like focus on it, you know. So,
Yeah,
like,
I mean, we spoke about a lot about the channel as well, but literally the exact day Genshin launched was the last time we got a dual banner
yeah,
ever in Grand Cross that weren't a collab. They just stopped doing that. Okay, we're cutting the characters down. We're putting all the resources into making Grand Cross Origin, sorry, Seven's Origin, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Gonna
and
be Grand Cross Origin, honestly, with the OCs and stuff, but
yeah, like Genshin,
yeah.
unimaginable damage towards Grand Cross. But hey, you know what? It's
damage,
fine.
bro.
Yeah, it's fine because we're getting great. Like it's not like it's in a bad spot. Like generally, if they just stop doing OCs, like I'll be firstly fine with it.
Yeah.
We are getting the Grand Series Origin, which is still we're looking like to be like one of the best games for anime.
It'll still
which
be
is
really
crazy.
good, yeah. If they do well, I hope like at least if they like saw the Genshin formula, please like, you know, make it a good, bro. Like when they do Origin, like that has to be something they do, man. Cause yeah, it's just been like, I don't know. It also like it just feels from the devs like it's a little lazy what they've been doing as of late. So like that's kind of part of it too. But yeah, I mean, as we said, like this is a yearly thing. But yeah, when we say this year is like the worst then of like the past years of like us complaining and stuff, like I don't know, it's a thing. What was last
like
or like in terms of like
yeah, I think last year was worse,
yeah,
but no one complained as much. Like I remember I'm like,
yeah,
why is no one talking about this?
But I feel like this year's been bad in terms of like the UR rarity and like how many.
Yeah,
that's a good point. That's a good point.
You know?
There were some things this year that just weren't like.
Yeah, the units are good, but bro, look at what they're bringing out: True Awakening, Endless Farm,
Infinite Grind. I hate that, bro.
Like yikes, bro.
Like
it's just too much. It's too much.
Yeah, I agree. And yeah, I mean, I get they're trying to cater to the whales because, like, you know, that's the thing. The problem is they can't get new players, bro. So they're like, okay, let's just focus on the whales then. If we can't get new players during a dead update, let's just introduce like a new like end game farm thing, get them to grind it, and then they're happy. But they're not actually happy. They're depressed grinding it. They just do it so that they can compete in PvP, right? It's just stupid, bro. So yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much my take. I mean, if anyone needs to know my take, y'all just watch the freaking drama videos I've made. And I will make that video saying Grant Cross is listening. I will be dropping that video, bro. That's just a banger. I gotta, you know, but yeah, and yeah, I mean, we'll talk about the dev notes too, because it has to do with that video that I plan on doing. But yeah, I mean, this is a funny little thing Beats made, though. It's true. A lot of this is true. Like, why this year sucks. Ragnarok recap is what you did. Copy one of Nog's videos you did. I quit Grand Cross, then come back 2 weeks later. After a new gacha dies. How to improve Grand Cross? Nothing will happen. Yeah.
Yep, that's me.
It's true. That's there right there. So literally. Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, that pretty much covers like all the like the drama related stuff. I guess we could talk about the Overlord stuff then, y'all. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, I guess before we get into it, we're rating the collaboration. 1 out of 10.
Out of 10. I mean, no new content though.
Yes,
That's one thing.
I mean, but we expected that, right? Like,
yeah, I guess so.
they're
Yeah, at this point we
never gonna be more
expect it. Yeah,
content.
at this point we expect that. I guess. Yeah.
If any of you go rate the units, are they good? And I guess the outputs too. That's the only thing that they basically add, right?
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess like the minor buffs to the units. We'll talk about it. Some actually did get like Ainz did actually get like a pretty substantial buff, but like yeah, the most of them were just kind of okay. But yeah, overall, like honestly, I was going in with very low expectations to be fair, because I wasn't really like expecting like a demon unit. I'll be honest, I did not expect Demiurge to be demon. That's a spoiler alert. Did not expect him to be demon. I was just assuming like a full unknown collab, and then we'd have even more unknown in PvP. That's just annoying. And yeah, I wasn't really excited for that, so I didn't really have any like crazy expectations. But it actually like pretty kind of fulfilled it. I mean, more than I thought. So I'll probably say like an 8. I'll give it like a passing grade for sure. And we'll talk about the units too to explain why like I think it's like cool too. But yeah, what do you guys think? What are you guys rating the collab then?
I'll go 7.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have given it a 10, bro, if they actually like buffed like the units. Like I get that they can't because they're good. I get that they can't because they're good, man. But like, if you're gonna bring this collab back, like, do we even know if we're gonna get another rerun of this collab ever? Like, probably not, right? Unless I mean, they just did it in the past like year now twice. So I don't even know if we would get another rerun of this collab. So I was like, bro, like they gotta make the units good. Like Albedo eventually will like age out. But I get that she's supposed to, but
I always say I do like that they've actually buffed him, because that just confirms to us now that like every collab,
no matter what, yeah, exactly,
no matter what, is getting buffed. Because if they're going out the way to buff up these characters, as minor as it is, especially towards the other characters, right? At least they're doing it. So that is a very, very good sign. So if anything, that's got me more excited for collaborations now. At least for like the slimy run, we know Demon Lord Rumor is getting buffed. When he did return Meshuggah Tensei, I know finding my Galei, my Roxy, they're getting buffed up now.
Yes, sir.
Like it's sick. So that is actually like, because I think that's our biggest concern, right? I was like, oh crap, the returning collaboration, would he buff up? So yeah, I think for me, probably 8. I think.
Yeah.
Because the buffs are what I expected. No, maybe no. You know what? 7, 6. I don't know. Because I think yeah. Because no, I think for Shaltir, because like that's the only one I really looked into. I was like, okay, I hope they how she gets a 5% decrease defense for stats when she gets her berserk.
Oh, you thought they would remove that?
I wish they should remove it. To make her part really for unknowns at this point, right? Because like, why are we debuffing?
That's
really like the outfits. Like really like bro. Especially the outfits they've done in the past. Like some of them have been stinkers.
Yeah.
I know most people may not be a fan of like the Moth Albedo, but like it looks good.
It does look good.
Like I think it looks good, and in Shaltir as well looks good as well. Ainz not so great, but I wasn't really looking forward to Ainz. But yeah, I mean I'm buying both outfits, so that's saying a lot, right?
That is. They're getting your money already, so it must be a good outfit then, right? So
yeah, and I think Demiurge being demon saved it as well, right? Like
100%, bro, 100%.
Because I don't think I was.
I don't know, like.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it comes down to you be like Overlord.
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, I like it. It's just I haven't gotten that far to where I can like say Demiurge is one of my favorite characters, because he pops off like scene 2 or 3.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Big score is saying.
Yeah. And then I really was right about Demiurge. Just saying.
He's like, oh right, with
he was saying it would be like kind of like an ignite based unit too in ZDB. The Overlord fan, by the way, was like, oh, like he's not gonna have any fire related things, and I was like, bro, what? Like his whole like thing was fire, so I don't know. Yeah, I guess we could just hop into the units then. I guess we'll start with Narberal, and then we'll do Demiurge. So we have Pleiades, Narberal Gamma, full translation, shout out to Kane from the League server. So we have, so Narberal Gamma, passive battle made. At the start of the battle, apply electrical wave to all enemies for 2 turns, and for every unknown ally participating in the battle, increase the unknown ally's attack by 10%. Also, when the unit uses an AoE skill card, apply shock at a rank 2 for 2 turns, and increase the unknown ally's damage dealt by 20% when attacking enemies with shock or electrical wave effect. And then the electrical wave effect is when attacked by enemies skill use, applies shock of level 3 for 2 turns, and excludes the additional damage. So it's just applying the shock, I guess. And then yeah, and then I guess yeah. What do you guys think of the passive so far? Before we hop into the skills,
Pretty good, but
it's all right, right? It's
yeah,
nothing
Yeah,
crazy,
so they've clearly done like they want to do like one broken character
but yeah.
and then one like you know what, she's all right, she's
Yeah,
there, you know? At
literally,
least you
yeah.
get another one.
That's actually a perfect way to put it. Like this is like the all right character of the collab.
Yeah,
But,
so she's at the glass, right? We're like, hey, you know what? You can use her. It's nice that you can get a good character whilst with a broken one, but probably not.
yeah.
yeah,
They've been doing
She's
that
very
like
good.
as far as back as like Slime rerun. I
I
think.
guess so. Yeah,
Like
No, you know,
Rimuru
no.
broken.
I don't want to say. Yeah, you know,
What?
Rimuru there, but like,
I think we like
I think it's
actually
been-
like
With
felt it with like Shield Hero, where like Vittoria was
yeah,
like 70
Victoria
something
was like,
K,
yo,
and
she's
then
clearly
Glass
the better
is like,
one.
yeah, clearly, yeah.
She's got the
that's a good point.
CC.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Aaron and Levi felt like similar. You know,
They did. They felt very
very
similar
yeah.
actually in strength.
One
Yeah,
didn't feel like far and away better.
that's a
know?
good point. Yeah.
And then Fattori just came in and just stole everybody's
Oh, yeah,
hearts, bro.
yeah,
It's
Vittoria
crazy.
was-
I think that's the new thing now. It's like, yeah, we make the main
Mhm.
one broken,
Yeah.
and then make the other one. Oh, you know, all right. I mean, once
Like,
again, she got a
aight.
unique passive and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, she actually, like, once again, this could have towards a kill thunder.
Bro, this is another thing too. If they can do that where they make a good main unit and then like a secondary banner unit that's just like all right, bro, we can have 2-unit banners again and just do that. You know, like it does.
Exactly.
Even the main unit doesn't have to be absurd. It could just be like 2 okay characters. That's fine, bro. Why do we not have like multiple unit banners, man?
Yeah, because
That's
I remember like
actually
what was it?
crazy.
It was Miguelda, alongside Green Summer Merlin, the Ragnarok Merlin, basically.
Yeah, Ragnarok Merlin,
and like I mean, she weren't good, right? But hey, you didn't mind
it's
putting it
another
when
unit,
you're gonna
exactly.
get Miguelda, yeah.
So I don't know, man. That's another thing they definitely need to do. Like collabs kind of show that it works, right? They have 2 new units especially on a rerun. They have like 2 new units. One that's really insane. One that's just like all right. So it's not like they're really like both like meta shifting, I guess, right? The main one being Demiurge. Narberal's kind of just like there. She's okay, but she's not gonna be like meta defining or anything like that. But yeah, I mean yeah. So that's the passive right there. I think it's all right. You can definitely tell that they wanted to push this unit for Rat because they have the using the AoE skill apply shock. So like they still are trying to help people beat Rat, and we still like struggle with it. I'm not gonna lie, it's still difficult. Yeah, I guess it's a nice help. I guess. Yeah, for skills then we have skill 1 is Bolt Strike Lightning. Inflicts electrical explosion damage equal to 500% of attacks to a single enemy. Electrical explosion is going to be for every shock or electrical wave applied to the enemy. Increases attack related stats by 25% when attacking. So, oh wow. So I saw this and I was like, this is just better like hell single target, right? Like the way it's worded. So yeah, you're just more attack related, but shocks instead of source of pains. And
so
then,
they didn't show that character in PvP, did they?
Narberal they didn't know. They only showed her
Yeah,
in Rat, and then they showed Demiurge in PvP. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe she's cracked.
Maybe, man. Maybe. I mean, we haven't seen it yet.
telling you.
So get that Nanashi 30% for free. So, I mean, every unknown has that luxury, So, alright. So, skill 2 is a double strengthening electrical ball. So, it inflicts pierce damage equal to 250% of attack to all enemies. So, just, standard pierce AoE. And then for ultimate is going to be double strengthening, chaining Dragon Thunder. It's going to, and this is at 6 out of 6 as well. So apply the buff that increases basic stats by 30% to all allies for 3 turns. And inflict power strike damage equal to 50% to a single enemy. And yeah, to clarify about the ultimate, the basic stats is 30, like, regardless of the dupe level. So that's really good. Yeah. So just no matter what, your team gets the basic stat buff. And then the only thing that changes is the percent on the damage. So really good 1 to 6 unit, honestly. Like, if you just pull her, then, like, yeah, I mean, W. Then you just go for Demiurge, right? Yeah, that's a really good ult. And then Holy Relic here is for every shock and electrical wave effect applied to the enemies. Increase basic stats of allies by 3%, max of 12. So, yeah, just a little bit extra basic stats there, too. Yeah, I mean, the kit seems pretty solid. I'm honestly not like I'm not mad about this kit, but I'm not like super excited about it. I think it's just like there. It's like it's good,
Yeah, it's the same thing as Glass, right? Where like if she released by herself, you might say, yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's pretty good 600 diamond unit.
Yeah.
But then because you released alongside Demiurge, you're like, okay,
yeah, exactly. So it's just like it's all right. So I'm not like really complaining about the character. And yeah, I guess it's like a nice to have another Rat unit as well. Not that we don't already have so many, but it's all right. She's good. So yeah. But that is Narberal. Yeah. All right, I guess
Over a relic.
Yeah. The relic was at the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah. So the basic stats for every shock or electrical wave. Yeah, she's solid though. We'll see like PvP wise, but I can already tell PvE she's gonna be great. Like even not even just rat, like everything else she'll be solid just because of the damage she'll do. So yeah, I'm looking forward to her. I like PvE units. So there is Narberal, and then we do have the main unit of the collab, Demiurge. So let's start with the passive here then, and then we'll give.
I will say one thing.
Yeah, go
I've
for
only
it.
cooked with his like animations.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like he's more like I'm not a big fan of the character because I don't know him.
True.
Yeah.
But like he looks sick. Like his animations, they did like the little trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think everyone
They definitely hyped him up. They definitely hyped him up.
Yeah, if you're a fan of it, you're probably chuffed.
Right? You're probably like, damn, Demiurge, let's go. So, yeah, man, definitely a W, aesthetics for the character. Yeah, so for his passive here, Devil's Different Faces. At the start of the battle, apply Mind Control to enemies with the highest attack stat and enemies with the attack stat lower than the unit. Adds Demon Race to the unit, and for every demon ally participating in the battle, increase allies' basic stats by 5% and decrease damage taken by 10%. At the start of an ally's turn, apply Flare's Prison Flames to all enemies for 2 turns, and when the unit attacks enemies with the advantaging attribute, increases damage dealt by 50%. And then when an enemy uses a debuff attack card, apply a debuff that decreases max HP by 30% for 1 turn. And then, for the effects in the passive there, Mind Control is decreased damage by 30%. When other enemies are alive, can't target Demiurge, which is crazy. And then the second part is Flare's Prison Flames, which increases damage taken by 15%, max of 8 stacks. So, what are we saying about the passive right there, guys? Pretty crazy though, right? Like,
pretty stupid.
A lot of good things in that kit. In terms of like the meta, like things to mention about it, like this part at the bottom, like against the AoEs and decreasing max HP, that cucks an Arthur, bro. You do an AoE with Arthur, and then the single target follow up does like no damage because you just lowered his HP like crazy. And then not being able to target this guy, well, not no damage, but like you know what I mean, is lowering it, so like they'll tank it. And then like Demiurge not being able to be targeted is kind of crazy too. I'm not gonna lie, like that was pretty broken. And then, and then this, I guess I understand why they did this, actually. It's so that you can't get, like, infinite stacks, because this could have just been Ignite, if I'm not mistaken. I think Ignite's, like, the same effect, right? Where, like, it increases damage taken. I don't know if it's 15%, but,
I think it's 10?
Oh, it might be, yeah. So it's pretty much just upgraded Ignites, pretty much, these. Yeah. So, Beast, what are we saying about the kit, bro? What are your thoughts?
Yeah. I'm glad he buffs up demons. Once again, I think that's the biggest thing. Like everyone was so scared.
Yes, man.
I mean, he had to do it, right? Everyone's so scared.
Too
many unknowns, and it's funny, right? Like the fact that is true. Like, because the unknowns are now taking over the demon team. Yeah, it's crazy. Like you've held Demiurge. I think people even argued to run Nanashi.
They did. Yeah. They're like, oh, you might as well. You get 30% on both of the units. So yeah.
Which I mean, once again, my theory is I think we're going to be getting full command Mael for September. So this might be a little good pickup for him.
Okay. Yeah, and I do like the passive as well. It's a lot going on, and it definitely feels really good. Like the basic stat, damage reduction 2, like holy, he's doing a lot for Demon Team, which is very good. So, Demon mains, y'all will be back with this character. All right, so skill 1 is going to be Claws of Hellfire. Inflicts Dark Flame damage equal to 400% of attack to a single enemy. Dark Flame is going to be ×2 critical chance, and for every Flare's Prison Flame applied to the enemy, increase damage by 80% for each of them. Damn, that's actually crazy. Damn, you need a lot of those. And then skill 2, Inferno, inflicts Flare Prison damage equal to 250% of attack to all enemies. This is going to be ×3 damage to debuffed enemies, and then increase damage by 50% when attacking enemies with Mind Control debuff. So, Beats, you were right about this part, the weak point. I remember you mentioned it.
I don't know. It's like whenever you see like a skill like an AoE from unknowns, I just it's weak point.
It's just like, it feels like that. It's true.
Yeah.
And then, this like first skill feels pretty strong too. Yeah, honestly, this unit just feels like a modern Kyo, but for like demons and unknowns, I guess. If you try that, he feels pretty good. And then moving on to his ult and his Holy Relic. For his ultimate asteroid, apply 4 stacks of Flare Prison Flames to all enemies and inflict sever damage equal to 525% of attack to all enemies, and apply Disastrous Flames to all allies. So Disastrous Flames is going to be ignore enemies' critical defense and resistance by 30% when attacking enemies. And this is a buff to your allies. That's kind of crazy. So yeah, so you apply this buff that allows your team to just shred 30% crit defense and resistance whenever you're attacking the enemy. That's kind of crazy, man. For crit resistant crit defense. So yeah, and then the Holy Relic is apply Flare's Prison Flame for 2 turns to all enemies, and then for every Flare's Prison Flame applied to the enemies, increase Demon Eye damage dealt by 5%, max of 40. So that is the full kit right there. So overall, what are we saying about Demiurge? Are we like excited for the character release? Is it like a W? Like, what are the thoughts? What are you guys saying?
I think what. Well, bro, when you started streaming, bro, we were like dead ass, like, oh yeah, here we go.
Right?
Overlord
Literally, we
Collab,
had that
like,
exact. Yup. They're like, yeah.
and then we saw Demiurge's like freaking relic, and we were like,
demons.
Question mark, bro.
Actually,
We
we
were
shocked.
unactivated, bro.
Yeah,
like
dude.
legitimately, like the tone of the whole stream changed. I was like, there's no way,
bro. It did. Yeah. I mean that right there kind of goes to show that we were excited that we got something other than a demon the past like 2 months, and it was a collab unit. Surprisingly, what collab unit could have been a demon, bro? Like we were actually
honestly,
shocked.
I won't be surprised now if they actually just go back, because it felt like demons collabs like taboo. Like, now we can't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
That, right?
Yeah.
But hey, you never know. Demon Lord Rerun might come out and say, "Hey, we're now buffing up demons."
Maybe, man.
Yeah.
Which would be kind of cool, just to spice things up.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, definitely.
Yo, round maybe.
Like people, I remember people kept saying that
know.
would be like demon, right? Or what was that?
Yeah.
What was the whole thing?
Because it's Oni.
Oh, so Oni's okay. Yeah,
The Onis, but even still, the translation in the global side is the survivor of the demon clan.
Yeah. So yeah, man. I don't know. They now that they've done it once though, we know that they can do it in the future, which is a W. So that means confirmed. Not all collabs will be human unknown forever, man. It's a W. So. Yeah.
I know.
And really sad about Demiurge though. Difference is Demiurge is literally the devil lol. So yeah, I guess that makes sense for him being demon race then. Yeah, fair. Alrighty, so I guess we can hop into the content in the update then, and we'll pull up the patch notes and cover what we got with the update. Oh wait, I guess we could do banner talk though. Yeah, that's important.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah. This is really
honestly,
good,
boys.
Right?
Round of applause.
Actually, like an insane banner, bro.
How much have we been saying for the past 2 months? Just put Gelder on the banner and it's fine.
Yep.
And it's fine. And the fact that now, Gelder and Demiurge work together. So you us and Global don't have to freak out and say, okay, you got some for Boulder, try and get Gelder, and then I'll pick him up on this banner. It's like, such like, you can summon, have good rates for 2 characters, 0.5, like I always say it. Part 2 banners are always the best because you're more likely, you have a really good chance against 6/6 and like 1 rotation or 2 rotations even. Because you can pull him, and if you get copies to the old characters, you can then trade them up to get him 6/6, and you're picking up Gelders. And if you're somewhat of a new player, you're still getting a 6/6 Tamiel. Demon Chandler and Demon Cusack aren't like the craziest pickups, but I still don't have Demon Cusack max dupes, so I wouldn't mind getting him duped out. Maybe same for obviously Ludo as well, but then Nanashi, I mean, he's been a lot of banners, so I don't know how you don't have him 6/6, but someone out there's on 6/6.
Yeah, I mean, like everything you said pretty much, but like it's just good, like right, like and I guess the main like takeaway from this too is that the filler is a lot less, which is in turn good because that means better rates for the non-featured Overlord units, right? So if you wanted to pull like Albedo, Shaltir, Ainz, you're still missing them. You have obviously these guys at 1%, but then the rest are kind of split between all these units for the rest of the 2%. So it's honestly pretty good. Or like a fairly good chance to actually get like something good in filler, because it would be what, like minimum it's 5 units because it's these 4 you want, and then Gelda, so that's already what, and then there's 1 2 3 4 5 6, so yeah, about half the filler is like something you would take as a W, right? And yeah, I mean, what's not to like about this banner? I mean, it's helping you build for Demiurge, like Beat said, and because you got Gelda on there, Nanashi, if you're a new player, you probably don't have him maybe. Or maybe you got him from tickets already. And then if you don't have 6/6 Tarmiel, I mean, like, there's nothing really to complain about this banner, man. I think it's probably the best case scenario for this collab. Yeah. Davo, what are you saying about the banner as a will, bro? You excited?
Yeah, sure. Bro, it doesn't matter to me.
That's why I asked, because this is funny. Because it legit doesn't matter to you, but
Legit.
I guess no, it actually does for you, because guess what? Now you get more Kakaitis copies and Albedo copies, Shaltir copies to trade in for Demiurge and Narberal if you're getting rolled.
True, very
sir.
true
So
and real.
it actually does matter. So yeah, honestly, is that our best collab banner actually we've ever gotten? Like, what are we thinking?
So.
It might be actually though.
Gelda's presence alone, bro. If it was Gelda and it was like Freyr, bro, this would be a shit banner.
Yeah.
Just Freyr being on it.
They've done Freyr before, and we said it was the best banner.
No, I think Shield Hero I think was pretty good, like the rerun, right? I think it had like Roxy on it, and then the Shield Hero unit, so it was kind of like similar to this.
Yeah, I got like, a 6/6 on that banner.
Oh yeah, so
Really?
And I was actually happy about it. I was like, yo, that's sick because good link in it.
Yeah, good human link. So yeah, I mean, I would definitely say this is the best one in like ever that we've got. Honestly, for reruns at least. Yeah, really good filler, and then the main units obviously you want to get them. So I think it's a W. Love to see it. Yeah, shout out to the devs for that one, man. W banner. I actually listened for making banners good, I guess. But all right, so let's see here. So yeah, they're all gonna be in the coin shop. That's a given though, right? We obviously expect this, so you could trade coins in from the other characters to get even the new characters, which is nice. So if you do pull,
another thing too, by the way, to add onto the banner.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people always say like collabs aren't worth it because you got to spend money, or even like they get outclassed very quickly. But like, you can recommend the summoners banner. Like it's not bad.
No, 100%. Like if, like I would honestly say you could summon on this banner and you'd be good. It's 600 pity too, which is like it's not festival pity. It's 600. You get guaranteed Demiurge. Demiurge if you're gonna probably like pick one of the two, right? Demiurge at the 600, and then I mean if you pull Gelda along the way, like that's a massive W too. Like yeah, man. Like bro, this is like actually like I don't know how I'd say must summon collab banner, but it's definitely really good though. You could argue must summon honestly. Yeah, really good banner. Yeah. So if you do pull any of the characters though, guys, you'll be able to exchange the coins for any of the other units you're missing. If you do want to get them, Kakaitis will be free, so you'll have like only the other 5 to really chase if you're like missing all of them. But yeah, that is something to note. We did cover the holy relics already for Demiurge and Narberal. So there's that, but that's what they look like, I guess. They did add 3 artifact cards, and that's gonna be in the new PvP exchange shop. Don't really know if we're gonna care about these. Maybe they're good stat wise, but other than that, there's probably no other reason to really get them. But they'll be available too. Einik, and then yeah, and then we'll hop into like all the event stuff here. So we'll skip all the purchase packs. All right, yeah. So yeah, for the login here, 1 multi for free. You get Kakaitis on the 3rd day, and then from 4th day to the 14th day, it's 100 gems total. So that's definitely pretty good. What do you guys think, by the way, about like only Kakaitis being free? Do you think they could have did one of the older units as well being free too, or do you think it's just fine they left it as Kakaitis? What do you guys think?
They're all good. They're all too good.
Yeah, I guess that's probably the reason, right?
If anything, they could have done Shaltir.
Yeah, maybe.
Which I still think they could have done.
I would have said maybe Ainz too, because even low dupe, like he wasn't that crazy. You know what I mean? Like, unless like for a whale, probably was good for you, but like for like a 1 copy Ainz, I don't think he was like that crazy. You know, like the damage reduction wasn't like felt as much. So like, I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah, but I think it's more like the fact that he's the main character, right?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's
like,
fair.
You just don't give away the main character. Like Shaltir is like the side character. Everyone's more going towards Albedo, and I guess even Ainz a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they could have done that. I think, but then again, it also comes back to the fact that they're still it's not even out for a year yet.
Yeah, man.
That's the only bad thing about this collab coming out now, because if it came out like a few months time, like if it came out like what March or whenever you get the collab next year for the first time,
that could have been a good
slot. Could have buffed them up a bit more.
Yeah,
and it could have. But I think he said in the death notes before we get to it. But I think people really want this to return because I think Albedo for like raid bosses. I think if I'm not wrong.
Really? Okay.
And like they said like people really want this to come back, so that's probably why Albedo.
Okay. She is a very desirable character for being good and looks wise, so I get it. But yeah, that is yeah. I just think like if they were to do another unit, it's tough because like they know how good the units are, and like because they're so recent, like I understand why they didn't, but like they definitely could have though, bro. Why not? Like throw Shaltir in there or throw Ainz, but yeah. It is. So that's the login right there. We do, so because they didn't do like another free unit, they just have a level 90 instantly token, and then you have the second free multi with tickets. So definitely grind that out when it's available. And then we got a bingo, just standard bingo. Oh wait, we gotta talk about the outfits when we get to it. But the Mantis Cocytus. So there's this headpiece right there. And then you have like 2 other Holy Relic boxes, and then just a ton of other standard rewards you'd get anyway. We got the Riku boss again, the Annihilation Battle. This is where we get the rest of the Mantis outfit for Cocytus, so that is a W right there. And this will be a full free outfit for him. So yeah, I mean, did they have a free outfit for him like on his initial release? I don't even remember, like an extra one.
I think so.
Yeah, right.
No. You have to buy it.
You're right. Yeah. So I guess them doing this is like to make up for that.
It was Irons. I think had the free little outfit, little skeleton robe one.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much the exchange shop here. You got a Holy Relic box at the 9th clear, and then you got one for exchange, and then just the rest of the standard rewards as well. And then, Labyrinth here being a thing. This also was kind of like a hint towards this collab coming, but I just didn't expect it, because like it's too soon, That's the kind of the thought process I was in. But an Underground Labyrinth was tying in with this collab, so could have been something we could have like predicted, I guess.
Yeah, I remember when we were watching doing the podcast, someone was typed collab lab.
Yeah, right. So that
I know that what I meant.
Yeah, collab lab. Yeah, I guess we didn't understand, but. Yeah. This is what he meant right here. So we have so 30 gems when you beat it, obviously that's standard. They have 10 gems here, and then they got a multi in there as well, and then 50 LR coins. So pretty nice, standard stuff they do with like collab Underground Labyrinths. They just pull like a ticket multi in there like as of late, and then then you got gems in there and stuff. So we'll definitely take it. And then the collab Labyrinth box. Now we got the outfits. Okay, so what are we saying about Demiurge's outfits? That's the SR one being this one, Beats. You could get this one, the green one.
Yeah, you found a one piece though.
It is.
That is funny.
That is funny, yeah.
I know, right? Like I'm just not a big fan of the character, so like it's not like.
That's fair.
I'm not going crazy.
Yeah.
But they're not utterly bad. You know what it is? The ones that annoy me when they do like the suits, like the commander, like the army suit. Like Rumor has it. So many characters have it. Just stop giving me. And then like the color palettes, like at least these color palettes are actually decent.
Yeah.
And I do like his wings change as well. They look sick.
That's true. The wings do change with the fit, so that's pretty nice. Davo, thoughts on the outfits here? Do we like them? Or what?
I like them. I mean, the one I like the least is I like the red, then white, then green. Sorry, Beats. I have to do it too.
No,
it's fair.
It's a fun outfit. Yeah, it's a fun outfit.
Yeah, it is. But the Luffy hat is nice. We do like that. All right, now Narberal's outfits. This one's from the show though, right? Isn't it? Like this bottom one right here.
When I saw it, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I recognize it. I'm
right?
pretty sure that would be from the show because they do that a few times with the club outfits.
Yeah, I remember like
I think
at least in the first season, right? Oh, what's up?
Yeah, Glass had an outfit that was where you could buy with diamonds, and that's because it was from the show, I think.
Ah, okay.
At least the headpiece was. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's from the show.
Yeah, it makes sense. I remember the like scene where like her and Ainz are like going to that like destination. They're like walking in this like outfit. So yeah, it makes sense. And then you have the little like what is even this one like
I'll say Red Riding Hood.
Like yeah,
right?
I guess so, yeah.
Wait, is it Snow White? It looks like Snow White.
Or Snow White, yeah. And then this one's like an office building worker, I guess. Like, you right?
Yeah, secretary. I think.
Secretary. So yeah, I think it's all right. I'll probably like still just rock the like standard maid outfit though, right? Like her just UR. Like, I feel like that's probably still her best, but these are all pretty nice. WW. And then, Beats, you like this a lot, but the returning or like new outfits, I guess, for the returning units. The Moth Albedo is Friday Fire.
Bro, it's sick. But I don't know.
It's actually really good.
I don't love moths because like not no real life, right? But like I mean like the moth skin or like the moth meme.
Which one?
Do you not remember the moth meme? it was like the moth like this one here.
I'll
send it if you can.
Yeah, for sure. I'll pull it up
in graphic. Just like that one moth was like. It was a meme for like the longest time. It was actually so funny.
Jumps
It's
here.
kind of cute, you know. Yeah, I mean, that does. And then, like, I think Fortnite in his prime as well. They made a moth skin. I bought that. I actually like. It's just a funny thing. I don't know why. I just like I like
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, they cooked the outfits. I think even though I like Green Boys, they didn't cook with
With Heinz.
Ainz.
Ah,
But
yeah.
like the Moth or Bella looks so sick, and then also Charlotte here, the like orange yellow like suits her so well.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I remember like when this popped up, we were like, oh damn, like everyone was just like shocked in the VC when it popped up. So yeah, definitely I would say W new outfits, right, for the old units. So yeah, and then oh wait, did they not have Cocytus this year?
Do you scroll? No, his is free, so you don't see
Oh,
it.
so
Yeah.
they don't show it. Oh my gosh, they showed it on the live stream, but bro, it actually looked like really good. It was like a full mantis fit, and like the only thing that you could see from like his like skin or whatever was the little like the mouth part of the mantis. So I thought it was pretty funny. So but yeah, these outfits I think are alright. I'll probably get like these two, the Shaltier and the Albedo one. I don't know about the Heinz. Maybe after the buff, we'll see. I mean, we'll talk about that too. Yeah, and then they got the old outfits, obviously. So, like, everyone loved this Albedo outfit, so people will probably buy that again. Yeah, the SSR is available. And then same for Shaltier and then Cocytus as well. Yeah, so this one was paid at the time. Dang. So, I guess we did get our free outfit finally, though. Yep. And then the next thing we do got is going to be the Diamond Payback event. So, this is standard with collabs nowadays. 900 gems spent and you'll get an extra Holy Relic box if you missed out on like a previous collab character's Holy Relic or something. So just for like whales catching up, I guess, right? Yeah. Because they do give out enough like in the actual event to get like one for each of the units. So you'll be good. Yep. So they mentioned it right there. And then yeah, login characters, we'll have both of them as login throughout the week. So Demiurge first week and then Narberal second week. And then yeah. Also, yeah, another thing to mention is it's a 3-week collab. I don't know if like every single collab has been 3 weeks, but this one is a little bit longer than the usual time. I think usually it's like what, like 2 weeks for a collab.
They've done 3 weeks a few times, I think.
Okay. Yeah. So I got a W regardless. And then King Exchange Shop, so you can get all your like standard exchange stuff. And then a bunch of boosting events. That's a W2 if you're like a newer player coming in. A lot of stuff with that. And then we saw this on the live stream. But Thor Hawk Pass outfit. Could have been someone was like, yo, they skipped Escador's outfit or whatever in the chat when I was live. But yeah, man, like Thor, she got one, so I thought it looked alright. The cut-in was good. In game,
Yeah.
I'll have to see like a better.
Yeah,
but
I couldn't see it properly.
yeah, so they'll have to definitely like see it in game to see a better like look of it. But yeah, it's alright. Free outfit anyway, right? And then yeah, battle event standard. Oh yeah, and then this is the challenger coins now. So they're adding coins to challenger PvP now. So depending on how well you do, and you still do gain the standard festival coins too, so you get both. But you know, a nice thing would have been that they actually update the festival coin shop, like for these ones, the PvP festival coin shop. So I don't know, man. And then they also don't show the prices here because it's kind of like, you know, I don't know how much it's gonna be. You know, is it gonna be super expensive depending on where you rank? Like, you know, how's it gonna be? We'll see though. And honestly, like these rewards aren't even really like that enticing. I'd say like. What do you guys think, like, of these rewards here? Like, Dave, were you chasing any of this stuff, like, as a will?
Nope.
Yeah, see?
I mean, maybe the blue crystals. I mean, maybe the...
yeah.
Like, let's say engraving
It's tough,
stones,
yeah, right? Because,
sure,
like, they gotta, like, make it more, like... Because if this is gonna be Challenger, like, this is mostly, like, whales getting to this point, right? So, like, they should definitely, like, give some, like, whale-friendly stuff. Like, low-key, put Demon King materials in this. Actually, though, put, like, Demon King for, like, each race and have, like, 10, like... Or, not even 10, like, maybe, like, 20 of them for, like, each, right? And then you could just, like, get those every week or something instead of doing Demon King. Or, like, it would just, like, help progress you. Things like that could have been a little bit better, but... I mean, it's all right. It's a good step in the right direction. Like, more stuff for gear PvP is a good thing, so we'll take it. And then this, I thought it was actually pretty nice because you see all the event stuff going on now at the top, which is pretty good. And then they just put Brawl in that spot now. But yeah, Labyrinth, Final Boss, and then Heroes Arena, and they'll just like cycle whenever they're available. So W quality of life. Look at this right here, bro. This was for a week. This was bugged on JP. Actually, 2 weeks then, right? Is this 2 weeks for JP? Wait, no, it's a week. It's a week. Yo, I'm tripping. It's a week for JP. We just got it on global. Sorry. That's why I was like tripping about it. But yeah, no. Jenna bugged in the sub slot. Didn't even work, supposedly. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, come on, man. Another thing, too, I want to mention on the podcast movies. I don't know if I mentioned this when I was talking about it, but like, to you. But like, pretty much, bro, like, how is Jenna not fixed when it comes to global? You wanna know why? Because the devs, they copy paste, bro. They legitimately just copy paste JP's update. So why can't we sync up, bro? I see no reason.
I remember,
like, it's crazy, man.
Seeing your video, like the devs didn't figure. I was like, bro, you should have just changed the global dev.
The global dev, yeah. That's a good one. But yeah, man, like I don't know now because I remember like one of the comments were like when we were talking about like the whole sync was like, oh, you know, they use JP as like a test server to play test for global when they get it, but we got it on global and it was the exact same bug, bro. Like these devs, this dev, bro, doesn't know what to do, bro. Like, oh my god, man, it's actually crazy. Yeah, so she is bugged. She still is bugged on global, by the way. Sick. So, yeah, not working. And we don't get a refund or anything either because, I don't know. I mean, you know, I summoned on the character thinking she would work in the back, but guess not. So,
I think I watched your video, amazing. I don't think you put it early, did you?
I had to go to pity.
Yeah, what about you, Davo?
Yeah. Dude, what about you? For summons on Jenna, how'd you do?
For Jenna? Oh, yeah, I have to go to pity.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I got on the 5th multi.
Okay.
So I got it early, which like... every character I've summoned for the past 2 months, I get hurt.
Worst one to get
like,
early. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you, bro. It's crazy. How's that? I mean, it's a 7 Deadly Sins character, I guess, right? So,
yeah,
I guess so. So, yeah. So just a bunch of other bug-related stuff. And then yeah, these are the important things right here, though. The stat changes for the Overlord characters. So, yeah, I guess I'll translate them so you guys can see for each stat that changes. I guess. Let me pull it up. Let's
it's crazy to see how much buffs Ain's got though.
He did get a lot. Yeah.
It kind of shows how bad he actually was.
Yeah. Like at least lower dupe wise, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he should be she should be the best one, but
he should. But I guess
they had their priorities.
Yeah, they had their priorities and they knew Albedo was a very like, you know, enticing character, so they made her the best. But yeah, you can see here like Ain's got a bunch of substat upgrades and basic stat too. And then Albedo only got basic stats, same with the other characters too. So for Shaltir and Kakadis, these are both you know, just attack, defense, HP. So for these guys it's just basic stats, but Ain's did get the full treatment, which is kind of nice, you know, considering he's still a very recent character. Like you wouldn't even think he would get this much done to him. So I think it's a W.
Yeah, I didn't think they were going to get any stat changes.
Honestly, yeah, just like the little card changes too. Yeah, just thought it'd be that. But yeah, they did get this, and then they did get card changes too. Spoiler alert. So you have, let's see here. Ain's did go from 40% damage dealt on his wait, is this his effect? Like, or the single target?
It's called Verdict.
Verdict, yeah.
On the ultimate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, 50% now for each mark, which is really good, instead of 40. And then the basic stat went from 15 max to 20 max, which is fairly substantial. You know, 5 extra basic stats, we'll take it. And then Albedo, they did confirm it's all ranks beats, luckily. But yeah, 200, 300, 500 on her single target. When, not gonna lie, she didn't even really need that. She needed she needed maybe like another like sentence in her passive if she wanted to be like meta again. But I get it. The devs wanted to push more so like Demiurge and like, you know, demons now with what they wanted to do. So
yeah, if I had to buff her, I'll probably lean more into the fact that like when she removes her stance, you buff the team up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just give more buffs to that. I agree. Yeah, and then Shaltir, she just got 10% HP related instead of 7 now every time she takes the hit, right? So when she stacks up. And then only the rank 1 and 2 changed for the single target, but the rank 3 stayed 450. So I guess they decided to like balance this a little bit better for those skills. And then yeah, for Kakaitis, I think it was just he just got more HP now. Yeah, so it's from 8 to 10 now for each debuff cleanse. So yeah, we'll take it.
I do think 10% increase, by the way.
Oh, sorry, what's up, Beats?
No, because like it's actually quite a big buff, I think.
Oh, for Kakaitis?
Yeah, because I think it was like 40% max HP
Now this
Free
is
went out to
50. Yeah, so an extra 10%
it's not bad.
is pretty good. For sure. And then yeah, so other things with the update is bulk deletion. So supposedly, and I had this bug on my account too, but like the extra holy relic boxes didn't get deleted after Shield Hero, and I had them till now. And I think I still have them in my box, but I can't use them because I'm already caught up. So they're deleting those. So if you have them on global still because your game was bugged or whatever, and you still kept these, like use them now. If you get the chance. Baldur is added to the SR tickets, right? So the race gacha summon. And then Thor's SSR outfit is available in the Sacred Treasure Shop. And then, and then the 4.5 appreciation special gacha will be available forever now. It's a permanent gacha. And it will be able to be seen in the gacha scene for only players that have the ticket still that haven't used it. So, yes, I forget exactly what that was from the Annie, but I think it was just like one free character to select or something. I forget. Was it the festival?
The festival one, right?
Oh, it could have been that. Yeah, it actually could have been that.
Because, bro, they keep advertising that on Idols. I don't know on Idols, but like I keep getting a Grand Cross ad, and it's always just about that banner.
Oh, really? Yeah. So that
so they're really advertising it.
Yeah. Merely just mentioned the DevNote discussion. Yes, that is what we were gonna move into, but yeah, I guess our numbers stay the same for how we ranked it, just like based off the whole collab, guys. Like I said 8. I honestly I'll probably still stick with the 8. Like I'm pretty satisfied with the update, better than I thought, and I'm honestly like more like happy for this update because I just had really low expectations going in because I just assumed it would just be like full unknown stuff and like no changes to the meta and like no busted units and stuff. I just wasn't really expecting a lot, so I'll probably stick with 8. But you guys are still sticking with yours as well for where you'd rank the collab?
Yeah, I go 7.
Yeah. And then beats are still like 6, 7, or whatever.
6, 7, yeah. Because the reason I'm ranking it lower is because it's not my favorite characters, right?
No,
it's
that's fair.
Anime. I think if it was like Meshuggah Tensei and he did everything he did in his update, good outfits, buffed the characters, I think that's it basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Give it a 10.
That's fair. Alright, so that's pretty much the patch notes for Overlord, guys. Now the next thing that we gotta talk about is the new dev notes because this technically is the devs addressing the drama, guys. They have responded. That's how I'm gonna have my video title be. I'm gonna be like the devs responded or something, or Netmarble's listening, guys, like Beat said. So they mentioned here that we're gonna be getting Overlord. And as Beach mentioned, the reason why we got it so early is because they had so much love and interest from the players, supposedly.
What? Oh,
that's why we got it. Yeah, that's why we got it.
Basically means we had a lot of love and interest towards Albedo.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much, everyone wanted Albedo, bring it back, and then they were like, okay, let's do it. And then, and then they say that there's a bunch of events and stuff, and we already covered all that. But they mentioned here the update direction for the second half of 2024. So they say, we would like to inform you about the update direction for Grand Cross, which is currently being prepared by the dev team. In the first half of 2024, we attempted to change the way we operate updates in order to bring something new to the stable game flow that has been in place for a long time, which is meaning they started adding a bunch of, evolution things and limit breaks and stuff. So that's super annoying. So they say we've made small changes to the gameplay, such as adding lobby, blah, 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 reorganizing the battle menu, Merlin's lavatory, the production of special original records, okay. To commemorate the fifth Denny.
Wait, read that again?
So
wait, we have prepared a brand new update, such as Merlin's laboratory. Is that the thing we did, right? Where you get the
they're just talking about the things that they've done in the Merlin's laboratory. It's just like how long you played the game stats, right? It's just like those. They just mentioned all this stuff. So they're just mentioning all the stuff from 5th Annie pretty much, they've added, which most of this came with 5th Annie, honestly, all the stuff they're really saying right here.
That's what I'm saying, right? Boys, it really was the new beginning. It was looking great. It was looking great.
So, and then in addition, with regards to the update process for new characters that players were looking forward to, we have tried to make changes to shorten the festival cycle along with the introduction of UR characters so that we can maximize the appeal of new characters while providing many diamond rewards. Of course, as many players were interested in this change, we understand that there were some shortcomings and inconveniences along the way. The development team is listening to your opinions and is also considering the direction of further changes internally.
I mean, you're not clickbaiting, they're actually listening.
Yeah, Exactly. No,
They
exactly.
said it.
Exactly. They said they're listening. That's why it's funny. No, it's actually funny that they say that. So yeah, I mean, definitely heard. I think the main reason why they must have said this is because I think Dorachan did make a video on JP. Like when Sora did his video, like he did it over Dorachan's video, right? So they must have saw his video, not ours. You know, we're in the English side. They don't really care about our stuff. But like him making a video in general probably like sparked this from the devs. So yeah, I guess that's definitely a good thing though. And then in the second half of the year, we will continue to listen to your feedback, make adjustments to improve the game, and add new content to meet your expectations. I don't know about all that, but we will introduce some of these in the later developer note. So festival update cycle, this is important. So the development team has taken your feedback seriously regarding the fast-paced festival schedule implemented in the first half of the year update. In the first half of this year's update, we tried to make seasonal festivals more rewarding by providing various rewards and training materials. However, we found that the process placed a greater burden on players than expected. Yeah, because if you do want to, like, the thing is with the seasonal festivals is like because they're again 900 gems, you still have to do like your grind you would do for a normal festival before that festival too. Like even though I'm able to hit 900 on each of these festivals on my free to play, like it's not without like grinding the game. I gotta do my dailies every day.
Yeah,
I gotta
mental as well, right?
Yeah. So
like, I have to summon. Like it's not like, okay, I can skip the final. Like this is a dead month. We're gonna be fine.
Exactly.
I can skip. Well, like I have to grind, have to go, have to get all the gems.
You pretty much gotta like always be grinding with this like schedule they have. So they mentioned here, although we were able to receive more training materials and diamond support through these first half of the season festival, we believe that the frequent appearance of new characters is becoming a burden on players. 100% it is. And then based on this issue, we are currently discussing the direction of future festival cycles. We will endeavor to make changes for the better based on your opinions. So does that mean later this year, like, do we get a September fest then? You think they might just like take that out? Like,
no, we will. That's the normal slot. What they're saying is they're no longer do this the seasonal festival, which is only. If you look at the schedule, by the way, we only get 2 extra festivals and 1 extra collab a year. That's the only change.
That's the only thing everything else
is normal. But that's like the biggest thing. Is normally we know like them dropping like Gopher before. Was it Global Annie?
Yeah, it was. No. He was like right after it. Yeah, right. It was like the.
So yeah. Wait, what? JP Annie was Escanor, right?
JP Annie was Escanor. Yeah.
Like going from Chaos Arthur, hype character, people want him. Gelder, hype character, people want him.
Yep.
And then yikes, this is the time where we have to save. And then boom, they drop a Gopher out of nowhere. Like what the hell?
Yeah.
Now we're just going for this character. And then Escanor came out, and then Gopher was like a bit more usable because the rank up, and then was like crap. Okay, we skipped that guy.
Go through, so it's like
that's the most annoying thing about it.
It is super annoying, because it pretty much like that right there kind of told you like if you miss a festival and they're important for a team, then like it's tough because then you're not gonna be able to have the best team for that. So definitely sucks. So hopefully they do like lower the amount of festivals. I mean, from now on though, for the rest of the year, I think our regular schedule is just gonna stay the same then, right? For what we were gonna get. Like I don't think anything would have changed anyway, right? Like considering the festival lineups, because it's September, right? Which was hell, or no? Was it hell last year? No, it was. Oh, it was hell last year.
Yeah, September I thought we were gonna be fall, but he changed it.
Yeah. So hell was last year in that slot, and then we had November Fest, and then end of year. So those are the only festivals, and then the only other collab we're gonna get is in October, right? It's the October slot. So everything else is pretty much staying the same actually, because we're going into September now, right? So we're gonna get the September Fest. So it's still gonna feel like a burden in a sense because we had all of these like back to back, but. Yeah, nothing. Honestly, like everything is gonna stay the same from what we got last year, pretty much. We could just expect that then. That's pretty much what this confirms. But I guess for next year, we're probably not gonna get seasonal festivals anymore then, based on this. So I guess that's good. Alrighty, and then reducing fatigue through reorganization of existing content. So they're pretty much saying here that like, okay, yeah, we've made it a burden, and we believe it's necessary to continue providing new content, but we need to change some of this stuff to make it better. There are a few changes in here, Beast, that are actually like pretty good. Like me and Dave like looked at it earlier. But Training Cave. For a little bit, yeah. Oh, okay, you looked at it as well. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Training Cave here. Pretty much what they said is that they're gonna allow people to skip all the battles in Training Cave if they met certain conditions for it. In September's update. So that's pretty good, but I think that's just kind of like invalidating the whole like experience of it, I guess. I don't know, like it's really tough with Training Cave, man, because like no one likes to do it, but like they really just like scrap that whole idea of content now because you just skip the whole thing, right? So I don't know how to feel about that unless it's like a certain amount of times you can skip it. You know what I mean? But like,
I suppose.
yeah.
I think that's just confirmed. The festival is September.
Yes, that too as well.
It's like,
right?
oh, we're dropping a big update in September, guys.
Yeah. Look forward to that, guys. So
yeah.
So yeah, right there. That also like would confirm that too. But yeah, like I think it's good. Definitely a lot better for players because they don't want to have to deal with like going through the whole thing and like skipping through each stage and then battling and then skipping. So like just having to skip through all of it at once, definitely a W change. I'm just like concerned for the fact that like the content itself is now like I guess irrelevant now. You know what I mean? Like.
I mean,
they kind of like it's tough with Turning Cave, man. It's tough with Turning Cave to make it like fun while also like, you know, like like rewarding and stuff. So it is what it is. But I'm not mad about it. It's a W regardless because you just get it done faster, which is always good. And then improve reward acquisition method for Heroes Arena. So TLDR, pretty much what they say is that they're gonna make it so that like you get rewards even if you don't beat all of them. So like because it's like, you know, an annoying thing to do because like sometimes you have to like go second and like the strategies are like really tough nowadays, especially with Gilda and stuff. They're like, okay, we're gonna make it so you don't need to defeat all of them, but you still get rewards for like defeating a certain amount. I guess like a certain amount in Heroes Arena. So that's definitely good. So if you're doing like Challenger, you could still probably get maybe more by doing like 2 towers and then like losing the 3rd one maybe or something. I don't know how they'll do it, but hopefully it is more rewarding than like the lower difficulties depending on how good you do.
Yeah, because I think the jump from each level is like massive.
Oh yeah, they're huge, bro. Like
so like
yeah.
If you can do like what's the highest Challenger?
Yeah, Challenger's the highest.
Yeah, if you do like half of it and you get like more points than you would normally by doing the lower one, Champion.
Yeah. Then why not?
Good.
Exactly. That's a W change, yeah. So definitely a good thing for Heroes Arena. And then this, bro, Beats, this is where I low-key felt they might be listening to me, bro. Deadass. To an extent. But because my whole thing was like infinite grind endgame. They didn't touch Bird though with this, but like infinite grind endgame is super bad. So the way they alleviated it was, oh, just spend more and get more done at once. Pretty much, that's what they were saying. So the way this works now for Demon King is you're gonna spend more like SA coins to redo it, but the more you spend for SA coins to do it, the more rewards you'll get back. So it's pretty much just saying like you could like put all your SA coins in, do one run, and get all the rewards for like all the runs you would have done.
Oh, okay. I see,
so it is really good, but like it's still a shit system. But you know, it's good though. It's good. So that's a W change. You see, really, this is smart by me because I didn't True Awaken nothing, bro. You see, I barely True Awaken characters. Now I actually can do it all in one go, you know, or in multiple goes. I don't know how they're gonna do it exactly, but that's the idea they had. So you know, I'm definitely looking forward to this. I know this is a W. Davo mentioned it was like super good for him. Yeah, because you know, obviously it's quicker. So
yes, sir.
So yeah, major W with this. Well, you know, to alleviate some of it. It's still annoying because you just have to spend coins to do it, but I do like that fact that they'll just make it easier for wills. You just get it all done instantly if you just have coins. So that's a major W.
Right, like if I could do 5 runs, bro, oh my god.
Instead of one run, exactly. Like that's so good. That's actually really good. So it's a W change. I'm glad they're doing this to alleviate the burden. That definitely will alleviate the burden for whales. You do it one time and you're done. You just like as much as you can, right? As much SA coins they'll let you do. And then
I doubt you'll do it. Because this is something that Black Clover does, where like if you beat the boss once, you can then skip ticket.
Yeah, like that's another thing they could do too, right?
It still costs the resources. I think you probably like reset it like to like once a week, where you have to be at least once a week. You have to beat it.
Yeah.
But once you beat it once a week, you then skip ticket.
That's what they low key not for like maybe not floor forward burn actually because it's infinite grind and stuff. They wouldn't let you skip ticket it, man. They just you know it has to be like a weekly thing, but I get that Beats like for sure. For weekly content, they could definitely do that. And then, yeah, so we have addition of new content and revision of existing content. So, reorganization of the Underground Labyrinth. I actually did not read this. So, it's been a long time since we had Underground Labyrinth. Lets you experience roguelike combat. In the case of the seasonal Underground Labyrinth, we will make adjustments to allow players to have slightly different experiences by varying the structure of the deeper levels and passive abilities depending on whether it's a collaboration or regular season. Okay. But we felt that there were limitations due to the overall content structure. In the second half of this year, we are planning to add elements such as difficulty selection, rankings, and new squares to give players a slightly different experience in exploring the Underground Labyrinth. That's pretty cool. You know, having rankings in there makes it kind of competitive. And then difficulty selection. So if you're like a long-term player, you know a lot of skills of units, then like that could be really good for you too. But if you're like an early game player, you just take like the easy one because you don't really know skills of units and stuff. So I like this. I like this. I think this is pretty cool.
It sounds better.
It does sound better. So we'll see when they implement it. But yeah, definitely it sounds pretty cool. And then in the revamped Underground Labyrinth, players can choose challenge dungeons or higher difficulties. We plan to provide players with the opportunity to experience the fun of the honorable challenges and competition through rankings based on challenge results. And then, yeah, we hope that this revamp, along with the new strategy elements added, will provide opportunity for players to brag about their Underground Labyrinth strategies. Wow, so it's going to be like, oh, because I got this rank, I'm like that guy, you know? Like, I know what I'm doing. But yeah, okay, that's fair. And then, Beats, we got...
I didn't see this part.
Yeah. We actually have a 4-color thing.
That sounds sick.
So, yeah. So, the new minigame, Percival's Adventure. We are planning to add some new minigames to add some freshness to the minigames that players already enjoy. The minigame we are preparing for everyone to enjoy is based on the concept of the 4 Nights of Apocalypse and is based on the major game format. Of course, we will take into consideration the criteria for earning rewards, so you don't feel burdened by doing or being forced to play a certain amount every day. We hope that through these mini games that you'll be able to enjoy a little, or at least a little, of the world of 4 Nights of Apocalypse that you've been waiting for. They know we've been waiting for this.
Yeah,
oh my gosh!
Like I said at the start of the stream, right? Like the way they announced 4 Nights, and people like not hyped for it because they didn't do a lot for it.
Yeah.
Like they should have released Percival alongside probably Ironside, like a dual banner. Gave Sin out for free. Probably releases a mini game as well, and just do more stuff to like, hey, this is a big event, big celebration. Which yeah, I mean that sounds good. I wonder if that's from Idols, by the way.
Maybe,
like,
maybe. If it's just an Idols mode, but just with like Percival on it, yeah, maybe, bro. Maybe, man. That's crazy.
But yeah, bro, because like that's like one thing I definitely wanted to lean into because Percival was like little chibi little, you know, his little spirits.
Yeah.
Like that fits so well to be a mini game. So I'm actually glad you've done that. That's
that is a W step in the right direction. We like that. And then event boss battle reorganization. Okay, so event boss battles that play event content appear for each major event. However, players who remember the first appearance of Chimeras and Mercs will know the difficulty level was different from different then than it is now. For the initial event bosses, we adjusted the balance so that both new and experienced players can enjoy the battle through difficulty settings. But after repeated play for a long time, we think that they have become simple content for obtaining rewards. In order to bring back the fun of challenging early event bosses and finding strategies to share, the development team is considering implementing a method in which players can challenge event bosses with a slightly higher difficulty level depending on their training state and earn event rewards more quickly. Okay. That's not a bad change, I guess, for the people that like want to get the exchange shop done super quick and you're like a long-term player. You'll probably be able to do the higher difficulty. Yeah, I guess it's cool, I guess. As long as they keep the lower difficulties for like new players getting in, then it should still be good. And then, of course, we plan to make changes so the event remains open to all players. Good. And then at the same time, we are aiming to make the changes in October for this. So players can complete the event more quickly by taking on a higher difficulty level. So this will be when we get the collab, actually, if they're going to, line this up with the October time slot for this right here. So does that mean we're getting an event boss, like, from a collab for this, like, being changed? Maybe. Like what? Maybe. Like I don't know. If it would probably be a new one though, right? It'd probably be a new one. I think.
Wait.
Hey, what's up?
So we plan to make the changes to events to remain open to all players at the same time.
We're aiming to make the changes in October so that players can come.
So that means the boss in October is gonna have like the legendary difficulty basically.
Yeah, it's gonna have a really crazy difficulty for an event boss, but it's just gonna get you. Okay, like, that's cool.
Boys, Shangri-La, hear me out.
Shangri-La, okay.
Shangri-La, listen, hear me out. So obviously in October we always get a new collaboration. The past 2 years have been new collaboration. We got Overlord, in the year prior we got Shield Hero.
Yep.
I've been saying it as well. Like Shangri-La, we're gonna get a new collaboration. It would be Shangri-La probably, and that whole like series about boss fights.
Yeah.
I know it's stupid to say because we get a boss fight for every single collaboration, right? But
yeah.
I don't know, man. That
makes sense.
Like
it makes sense, like a really higher difficulty thing. Yeah, actually makes sense towards Shangri-La. So, we'll see. They're pretty much just saying though, like event bosses from now on will get that like difficulty spike, and then since they mentioned they're starting in October, that kind of leads us to think it's like for the collab. So
yeah, because another thing too, just from Shangri-La, right? It's like the main character, like the big gimmick of him is like he finds a massive legendary beast like no one's found it ever in the game, right? And he gets cursed by it. And you have to fight, I think, in the series. So that could be it. It's a massive wolf.
Okay.
Yeah, gas for that. Gas for that. That's sick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're looking forward to this now because of the the release for this. So we'll see. And then yeah, then we saw this already with the patch notes since they actually implemented this update. But it's the reason why they're adding this is because no one does gear PvP, which makes sense. I mean, we know that. So yeah, in addition to the reorganization of existing content as mentioned above, we are also preparing to unveil new PvP content with new rules that all players can enjoy without burden. Okay? So, and then PvE content that can be played with minimal burden in the second half of the year. More details will be provided in a future developer notes.
Minimal burden. What does that mean?
Minimal burden. So,
a little bit of suffering.
They're listening, guys? Question mark.
A little bit of suffering.
A little bit of suffering, but not as much suffering. Pretty much. Like it won't be. I don't know what they're gonna do, but
yeah, I don't know. I swear every time they say, "Yo, we're gonna ease the burden," you make it worse.
Right? Like they always say that. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna ease the burden," and then we get into a whole new thing, right? You get a whole new like limit break or whatever, or like evolution thing. So yeah. All right. I mean, the new PvP thing that could be cool. Like I know Chaos Battle, like at least for a majority of players, they can't really like do it because they either don't have old characters built or they don't want to build them, and also they're just low box EC, so they can't really compete. Honestly, they should just have like a mode in PvP where it's like, it's just literally like anyone can participate and you just select units and they all have like the same stats. So it's just the skill level of the player, you know what I mean? They could do that. And then the only thing that would like be tough though is like they'd match CC though if they mirror match with the exact same stuff. So I don't know how they would do that, but yeah, that could be a cool way to do it, so that all players could enjoy it. And then yeah, these are just like battle menu stuff. So like I think they did this with the update actually. Like yeah, because they showed the events at the top now. So this was in the update. So that's pretty cool. And then yeah, and then they pretty much just say all this is in the second half of 2024. So yeah, I hope so, man. I hope so. You know, like we'll see if they follow through, because usually the developer notes are kind of just them like saying they're gonna do it, and they're just kind of like saying stuff to make us like feel happier so that we're not complaining. And then we'll see whether they actually do that or not. But yeah, that is the dev notes right there. I will definitely be making a video saying that the Netmarble has responded though, or whatever. Like I'm definitely doing that. That's such a banger, bro. I gotta do it. Yeah. So that is pretty much that right there though. I guess
that for developer updates, that was one of the better ones I think in the last few months.
For sure. Actually,
I don't remember. I don't know the last time I caught a dev update, because they just don't talk.
Yeah,
about anything.
Don't have substance.
Yeah,
like they just talk about nothing.
At least to me, they said, "Hey, we're getting a new personal mini game."
They did. Yeah, Beats is excited for that. So yeah, no, like they did like mention a few things, and they did confirm dates for them too. Like it was like, oh, September we're getting like what was it in the content stuff? So like Training Cave update in September. I think they mentioned this in September too. Maybe not. No, this is September. The Demon King thing. Yeah. So like yeah, they mentioned things that like they know, like they're gonna have release dates for. So that's good. They're not as vague with it. They're not just like, oh, it's coming in the future. So at least that's good. But yeah, I think it's a W. I think it's a W overall. Considering the dev notes they usually do, like usually it's just like saying stuff and then like that's about it. Like at least we got some stuff confirmed coming. So I think it's a W. But yeah, I guess is there any like idle stuff going on right now, Beats, in terms of what I was saying right now?
No, I mean not too much to talk about. He released a new Gothar.
Okay, is he good?
Broken. Yeah, he's broken. He's broken a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, W.
Yeah.
Nice. Makes sense. I mean, Grand Crossman, when we got Red Gothar on Global, that was like a really exciting part too for us, because he was really, really good. Yeah. Makes sense. Gothar is him. But yeah, I mean, other than that though, that's probably it, unless you guys have anything else to mention. That pretty much covers the whole update though and what we're getting. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm a lot more excited than I was going into the live. I was very depressed. Like Davo said, before we heard Demon Allies in that Holy Relic part, I was just like, let me get through this live stream, man. Like, let's just see. And then, I was just kind of like going through. I wasn't really excited. I also woke up late too. That didn't help as well. I legit woke up like 4 minutes after my live was supposed to be started. So I don't know, man. But yeah. Overall, definitely a W update this year. Yeah, Beats, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you lot. I weren't too happy yesterday, so I was tempted to like not even cover. So like I'm tired. I want to go bed, bro.
Yeah.
But no, they've done more for my expectations, I think.
For sure.
which they were low. To be fair,
You're
but
right.
They were very
Like,
low though. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I was not expecting a lot. So.
yeah, no, but once again, like I generally think this update was okay, at least for what I wanted. It's just I'm just not a big fan of the characters, right?
Of
Like
Overlord,
any other
yeah,
collab,
yeah.
any other part 2, I'd be over the moon, I think. But
I can agree with that.
yeah,
for sure.
overall, I'm a bit more optimistic about Grand Cross right now.
It's a W. It's a W. Dave, thoughts? You excited for this, or how you feeling right now, man?
I'm very excited, bro.
Let's go.
Bro, y'all know me with my 20 showcases, bro. Like
True.
y'all about to get so many showcases, bro. It's insane, bro.
There gotta
No
be
sleep
like
today, though.
literally there gotta be like a meme now for the amount of videos Dave uploads now, bro. Bro will like do like a week
save
of,
one fast though, right? Let me do one.
Yeah, like,
I got you.
So yeah, man, that pretty much covers all the update stuff though. So yeah, I guess we'll wrap up for this week, and then yeah, I mean, I don't know what we do next week. Maybe I do ask Seaton to come next week. What do you guys think? Or is that too early? Maybe we get like someone else or something, or maybe we just do like us again and we'll just talk stuff. It's up to y'all. Because I know BC said you wanted to like prepare a bunch of stuff like if we were to get him on, so maybe we wait. But yeah, it's up to you. I also don't even know if he would be like free yet. I'd have to talk to him. So we gotta like set a date.
We'll wait. We'll have to wait.
We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait. But we'll like set a date.
Maybe get him towards the end of the year.
Yeah. That could be a good time.
Yeah. At least get him when we're actually getting everything covered.
Yes. When it's more exciting too. Yeah, I agree.
We can talk about all that stuff.
Yeah. Good point. So
gotta bring something good to the table.
We do, man. So
you're gonna be like, yo, see, look at this.
Like, if we're gonna make him come back, if we have a chance to do it, don't bring him now.
Yeah, exactly. Now's just not a great time. That's a good point. So yeah, man, we'll see. We'll talk about what we're gonna do next week. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for this week's podcast. Appreciate you guys coming through, and we'll see you guys on the next week's one, man. See you later, guys.